I didn't cry when they lowered her casket because I wasn't there. I was 500 miles away, sipping black coffee from a paper cup, watching the sun bleed over the ridge. Cold morning. Clean conscience. They say grief comes in waves, but for me, it came like a sniper's bullet. Quiet, from behind, and only once. She died in another man's bed, engines still running in the garage below, carbon monoxide. They called it tragic. I called it fitting. Her name was Vanessa, my wife of 8 years. She used to laugh with her whole body, back when she needed me. Before the house, before the money, before her daughter turned 18 and started mimicking her mother's contempt with frightening accuracy. Danica. The stepdaughter with venom in her smile and poison in her words. She used to whisper, "You're not my real dad," like it was a curse. I smiled through it. For Vanessa. For the woman I thought loved me. Stupid. I didn't catch it at first. The late meetings, the perfume that wasn't hers. But it was Danica who gave it away. One night she smirked and said, "Guess you're not the only one mom lies to." Kids don't realize how much they say without meaning to. I didn't confront Vanessa. Not yet. I watched, listened, waited. She started hiding her phone. Passwords changed. But she was sloppy. One night she forgot to sign out of her laptop. Messages. Dozens. Last night was perfect. He's so boring. I can't stand touching him. Photos, hotel rooms, a silver bracelet I bought her, draped across someone else's chest. Her lover, a mechanic named Ellis, you can't make that up. They were planning to run, to empty the joint account, start fresh, leave me with nothing but memories. So I gave them exactly that, memories. But first I played the long game. I transferred funds, quietly, slowly, reallocated assets, rewrote the will, set up trusts. Everything locked behind clauses they'd never understand until it was too late. I started recording every conversation, every insult Danica spat at me, every time Vanessa mocked me on the phone when she thought I was asleep. They weren't careful. People in love rarely are. 2 weeks before she died, I told her I'd be going out of town for a business trip. She barely looked up from her phone. "Take your time," she muttered. I knew what she'd do. She'd sneak him in. They'd drink, they'd screw, maybe even plan their getaway between orgasms. What I didn't expect was that fate would handle it for me. Carbon monoxide leak in the garage. He left his car running after a snowstorm. The exhaust backed into the vents. They died together, just like they lived, reckless and dumb. The police called me. Their voices were careful, rehearsed, like I might shatter, but I was already gone. I didn't attend the funeral, didn't send flowers, didn't wear black. Instead, I visited my attorney. We made it official. Power of attorney revoked. Trusts dissolved and reassigned. The will she thought was ours. She'd signed it in a rush, never read the clause that said adultery nullified her share. Everything reverted to me. And Danica. She thought she'd inherit the house. She posted about it on Instagram the day after her mother died. New chapter. Big blessings. I let her believe it. Watched her throw parties, rummaged through Vanessa's closet like it was a boutique. Then 2 weeks later, I showed up. She was mid-sip of champagne when I unlocked the front door. She blinked at me like I was a ghost. "What are you doing here?" she hissed. I smiled. "You've got 30 minutes to pack." She laughed, but the laughter faded when the sheriff knocked, eviction order in hand, signed, sealed, legal. She screamed. Called me names her mother would have been proud of, but none of it mattered. The car she drove. Leased under Vanessa's name. Repossessed. The college fund. Gone. It had never been hers. The inheritance she bragged about. Never existed. I watched her sit on the curb with a suitcase and a dying phone battery. No friends to call. No money to burn. She didn't know how to survive without someone to hate, and I wasn't going to be that man anymore. Closure came quietly, not with violence, not with revenge porn or public humiliation, just erasure. Vanessa doesn't exist on my walls. No photos. No keepsakes. She's a ghost with no name. Danica, last I heard, she was working at a diner 2 towns over. Her Instagram went silent. Good. Me. I bought a cabin by the lake. Wood burning stove. No Wi-Fi. Silence. People ask if I ever feel lonely. I tell them loneliness is easier than betrayal. Sometimes at night, I pour a drink, sit by the fire, and let the silence settle around me. And I think about how grief never came in waves. Just one bullet. And I dodged it. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for your precious time. If you enjoyed this story, then please make sure you subscribe to this channel.